Hello everyone and welcome to QualityOldGames. Today we are having part 2 of the Eastern Infantry only campaign in Rome Total War, and it acts as well as a special campaign for 1000 subscribers, and I think we will take Dumatha right away. So thank you for everyone who have subscribed. This is a really great milestone to reach. And here the aim is to achieve short victory or play until rage quit. And to be honest, I'm not certain which one of those will come first. But let's see. This far, I don't think Eastern Infantry has proved to be as bad as I have always thought it would be, but there is still time. So, some Bedouin archers moving to engage us. Perhaps we should move to engage all of them as well. Except these guys need to engage the archers. Let's see how we do fare. So these guys are going to hit the enemy first. I'm just wondering, should we have guard mode on or off? Well, at least we are making some damage to the enemy. And as these are going that way, perhaps we could hit their backs and keep those guys rather as a reserve. Okay. So now it seems we are facing the enemies in two fronts. Okay, good. They are breaking. We can reinforce the other troops here. And perhaps these 175 could take care of those too. And I think we have this battle. Good. And not even two catastrophic losses. And let's occupy it. And I think we will pull majority of these troops back. They can be put to good use in the northern fronts. And I think we have a turn. And it seems this army is put into another test. I guess these 5 units will form the core, and these 2 will support. And let's give the enemies enough space to come through. And perhaps these guys could tighten up the formations a bit. And then let's hit the guard mode. Bring the general to reinforce. And bring the rest of the troops here. And let's see what happens. So, from the last bridge battle we learned that we need to give them enough space to come to us. And the battle thus might take a while. Fortunately, the cavalry is charging, even though they are inflicting some rather heavy damage. It's interesting since these guys do have shields, but still they take quite heavy missile damage. So maybe we should return the favor, especially as that's the general unit there. So only the general is panicking at the moment. And then they have another missile cavalry unit. Yeah. And it seems our Eastern Infantries are eager to get into the fight. And it seems at least some of the enemy troops here are taking a swim. That's nice. Good for us. Perhaps we could encourage them to swim a bit more somehow. And are actually some militia hoplites fleeing? No. Interestingly, at the moment we have taken heavier casualties than the enemies and are taking all the time from these militia hoplites. But we still have to let them come this way, so that when they start to break, most of them will break at the same time. Unfortunately, they seem to be all be eager or at best shaken at the moment. So, the lesson learned here: don't crowd a small bridge too much, or cross it orderly. Okay, those guys are wavering. Militia hoplites are shaken. Spirits lifted by the general's encouragement, and the guy is fleeing. Okay. And now the second militia cavalry is breaking, and our poor Eastern Infantry here is taking some beating, and then there is this one militia hoplite that's taking care of this Eastern Mercenary unit all by itself, it seems. Or not quite. Perhaps we should pull back a bit. Of course, there is the risk that all of these guys will rout, but we will try it nonetheless. So perhaps the enemy becomes a bit more bold, and we could actually do something here. For example, with a cavalry charge. Okay, nice. Except it seems our cavalry will get killed instead of those militia hoplites. It's interesting that they managed to get the benefits of that phalanx formation. Nonetheless here. So now we have peasants routing, some more peasants routing, and the militia cavalries. But no militia hoplites routing just yet. And that's bad news. Perhaps I should try to collapse on them. And let's sound the horn to boost the morale. So they are shaken. They are not in the phalanx at the moment. So could we break? And the answer apparently is no, we cannot. And now it's us who are starting to break. And I would really like you guys to pull back. Okay, so we managed to break one militia hoplite unit. Hooray. And the rest are exhausted, but still steady. Okay, wavering there. And breaking there. Nice. And that's wavering there as well. So levy pikemen. Apparently still not enough. So let's pull back once again. And it seems we took some losses as well. And it seems some of the enemies are not panicking anymore. Perhaps this could do it. Finally, some more units breaking. And now this should do it. Excellent. That was too close. But at least we managed to beat them. Okay, I guess that's enough. And we even have some more survivors than the enemy. But it was a bit too close a battle. I'm just wondering, should I just keep the troops far enough back? And we have another bridge battle. This time against Scythian cavalry. Let's hope they will charge headlong instead of just peppering us with arrows. Fortunately, we will have some reinforcements incoming. Let's hope that's enough.
Now the enemy will know fear. Reinforcements have come, and your strength grows once more.
So they are coming from that side. So, what's the enemy up to? At least they are forming up. Some arrows incoming. And they are crossing. Excellent. So we have Barbarian Warlord, the primary target, and then Eastern Mercenaries. And I guess we will have these guys attacking directly at the Warlord. And I think the general should join the fray here. Okay. So, mission accomplished. Practically. And are they actually fleeing? Yes, they are. So, let's not pursue. Well, victory and victory. Of course, we took down one family member from the Scythians, but that wasn't quite as clear a victory I would have liked. And Campus Alanni still has quite a decent garrison. And our monetary situation is all but decent. Okay, we have some mercenaries available here. Hatra is rather strongly defended. Perhaps we will maintain position on that bridge. And here... I think we need to bring some reinforcements, but if we can threaten Hatra strongly enough, I think the enemy has no choice. Oh, we have stables here. Not needed. So the enemy has no choice but to leave this army to here, kind of roam freely. Damascus is rather poorly defended, and the bridge battles are not as effective as I would like them to be. So, and of course, actually if I could engage that captain there, then perhaps we could lure some of these guys into the open and do some damage there. So perhaps we will just focus on Hatra. Just forcing our way through there. And I think it's wisdom to save up our ammunition there. And I think the Eastern Infantry can engage. Oh, quite eager peasants, to be honest. And I think we will be able to break them here. And then... okay, good. And now the question is, could we take that missile cavalry out? With our general before they can actually do some harm. And perhaps some shots could be thrown. And they are taking some casualties there. Unfortunately, that was a miss. And the enemy general seems to be pulling ahead of the infantry. And that could present us some opportunities. So let's go to harass him. And then if we need to flee, let's flee to our troops. So perhaps we will be able to damage him and lure him to charge our spear infantry. Okay, at least one bodyguard down. Nice. And let's keep the distance here. Some peltasts luring forwards. There are the peasants and the enemy missile or militia cavalry. And let's try to get away before... Okay, good.
The enemy general was a fool. He sacrificed himself rather than leading.
And I guess we can wait here for now. Oh. And could we actually break those peltasts? Let's see. At least they are wavering. Breaking or broken. And the peasants are joining the fray. Let's withdraw. And we need to do about these hoplites something. So let's try to break the peasants first and then charge the, from our perspective, the right flank of the hoplites. I think that should have already some kind of impact on their morale. The general dead, quite a few units routing, and of course the exposed flanks here. Wavering. Still wavering. Broken. And the peltasts are coming back. Let's prepare for that. And actually these came back into line. Interesting. So we need to pull back a bit at least. I don't think these peltasts will be coming back. Let's finish off the peasants as well. And I guess this militia hoplite unit there will be our next target. And let's see if we can be hasty enough. So these guys are wavering. I think they should break like that. And then these guys are breaking. Good. Let's try to break the next one. Only shaken. And there is that another phalanx coming in. Is it actually so that we are unable to break that? Okay, finally. Then we need to handle this one quickly. Excellent. And then I guess that's the final one. And the number of bodyguards is actually getting a bit too low, but breaking those peltasts, these guys are eager. Wavering, break, break, break. Excellent. And we still have
Enemy cowards, run! Drive them from the battlefield!
some of them alive. And of course we want to inflict as heavy casualties as possible, so that taking the actual city will be that much more easier. Can we actually catch up with these guys? I doubt it. So, we still have some, I guess, gate breaking to do. Okay, so that's it. 190 survivors, so I guess there will be remnants. Oh, not. Excellent. So Hatra is ours. That's some good news. And we can bring the spy closer by. And of course now we don't want to train any new Eastern Infantries in Seleucia, but in Hatra, except there is not enough population. Okay. So, in Seleucia it is then. And the defenses of Artaxarta are rather weak, but oh, there are two armies here. That's bad. So I think we need to reinforce Fraspa. And there is once again a full Seleukid army. Why are these guys rioting there? And perhaps we could send this guy to Seleucia. Damascus is rather weakly garrisoned. And we cannot even retrain one of those. Okay. Let's go with that. And perhaps we should train some more of these guys. And perhaps those farms are not that bad either to increase population growth. Especially as we are having the hanging gardens. Well, trader isn't anything good there. And in Dumatha, perhaps roads or maybe farms. And a bit increased taxes. And perhaps I should send these guys directly towards Hatra and the other armies to other places. So, the Armenians are getting reinforced there. They cannot reach Fraspa in one turn, which at the very least is good news. And what are the Egyptians doing here? Apparently nothing, and there is rather large Seleucid army. So perhaps we should betray the Egyptians. At least take Palmyra there. And in Arsacia it's going to be some more Eastern Infantries. Of course, Antioch is rather poorly defended. Oh. Well. This looks bad. As the enemy has missile superiority, perhaps we should wait in the back. And only charge when they come across. Let's try that. So they are forming up, it seems, for the river crossing. Now the only question is, are they going to do it, and with what they are going to do it? But at least the defense at the end of the bridge is out of question with this large of missile disparity between our troops. Okay. So, the barbarian warlord is coming to do battle, and the rest of the enemy troops are joining the fray. I think we want to beat the warlord ASAP. So we might actually be able to break some of the other barbarian units there. Excellent. Okay, some of the horses are taking a swim. But apparently we should withdraw. And let's hope these guys keep up the good speed, so we will suffer as few casualties as possible. Well, at least the enemy general went down. And I guess we need to retreat to Campus Sakai. To get some reinforcements and to retrain those we lost. And in Susa, perhaps... Well, we don't have much choices. Actually, what's causing the troubles here? The taxis and the smallest garrison, it seems.
Mighty General, forward! Out of moves, great lord. My liege, move out! Orders! Move out! Mighty General! Orders! Orders? Mighty General, leaving the army. Onward! No more moves, sire. Mighty General! Orders? Move out! Joining forces! No more moves, sire. Sire! Move out! My liege! March!
My eyes are yours. Moving.
Just wondering where is the rather large enemy army. Of course, capturing Antioch would be great, especially from that bridge position. But for that, we are going to need some new troops, and I don't think those 84 Eastern Infantry men are quite enough, but let's see. So perhaps the Seleucids are moving against some enemy in the west, and that could present us opportunities. We could and should seize.
Sire! March! No more moves, sire.
Did we actually get mercenary captain? Yes, good.
Orders? Move out! Moves depleted, mighty lord.
And I see no other possibilities except to train these Eastern Infantries in the back.
Sire! March!
Or perhaps let's train a new one and retrain that one, and I think we can get rid of this ship. It's wasting us, or has wasted us, several thousands already.
My eyes are yours. None shall see me. Moving.
Oh, elephants. Okay, so there is the larger enemy army. Just wondering, could we bypass these guys altogether and head towards Tarsus? Why not? We could start training Eastern Infantries there. Oh, and that's one scary army. I'm not even sure that we want to fight it against it in any case. So perhaps it's time to take Palmyra and then see our options. Because we don't want to engage this one, at least just yet. And if they have something to do in the west, let them do it. and so much for not engaging this army. So, let's see if we can withdraw. Apparently we could. And let's try to evade it. And of course we have the opportunity to try to backstab the Egyptians. So let's be careful here. And let's see what's in Dumatha. So pretty much archers. Okay. But quite experienced archers. Which is not good. And the large Armenian army is still in position there. And perhaps we should send some reinforcements from Seleucia. And from Arsacia to the fronts. Okay. So perhaps we have incoming towards Hatra. So I guess we need to take the general out. And let's see what happens there. And here, I'm a bit worried about this army. Damascus could be rather easy pickings. But let's play it safe. How old is he? 52, so he should have a couple of more years ahead of him. Okay. And we have Armenian army here. Perhaps we should try to be hasty here. And with some luck, Palmyra has facilities with which we can retrain those Eastern Infantries, and then we could press on towards Damascus. And as the enemy has mostly missile units, we need to try to engage as soon as possible before these guys start to take too much casualties. And can we actually use our general to hit them before they have time to react? Perhaps we can.
Your men have taken the walls. Now the way to your victory is clear.
Okay, good. And then let's oh, don't go, don't go. So let's hope we can catch these guys before they get to the city center. And now we have some horse archers joining the battle. And not too many of those enemies survive there. And it seems the horse archers are not moving to engage. So perhaps we should move to engage. Then again, these guys do need their rest.
Awaiting your command. Hurry! Infantry!
So, I guess we are good to go.
With all haste! With all haste!
Okay, so that's enemy general. And with him taken down, the enemy shouldn't have too much, at least missile power anymore.
This general is the perfect enemy. Smile upon you today.
And do not chase, at least just yet. Okay, we should have a victory shortly. Nice. even though we took quite heavy casualties, but let's hope we can replenish them here.
Victory! This land is ours!
Then again, we don't have money unless we exterminate. But at least we can retrain some of them. And I think Damascus is rather well in range. So let's combine the troops and move to siege.
Prepare for battle!
Okay, so next turn then. And I think this is everything for today. Thank you very much for watching. If you like the content, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Feel free to post comments, ask questions, give advice and so on. Have a great rest of the day. QualityOldGames out.